The College of Winterhold's questline is more than just throwing fireballs and telling Ankanu to go jump off the roof.
Why don't you go jump off the roof?
It's filled with some of Skyrim's most intriguing lore, from the ancient ruins of Saarthal to the mysterious Eye of Magnus. There are a lot of interesting stories to unpack here. In this video, I'll break down some of the lore of the college's questline, and share my theory about the Eye of Magnus. A theory that might just explain how this strange artifact came to be, and its purpose. First things first, our character. As per usual, I'll be using a random character build generator to spice up the gameplay sections of the video. And today's character is an Imperial Destruction Mage. Wow, how fitting. And his name is Jufer. Perfect. Alright, well, without any further ado, let's get into it. The idea for today is that we're essentially going to be going through the College of Winterhold questline and basically explaining everything as we go. Let's see, so we're gonna be an Imperial. Yeah, he looks like a Jufer. Very skinny. He's a magic user, right? So he's not gonna be very big. Actually, you know what? It's actually funnier if he is big. What kind of hair would an Imperial male that does magic have? I now realize that I'm just making the Chad character. So let's lean into that a little. Behold, Jufer, Mage. Ah, they gave me boots. How nice. Hey, let me interrupt you real quick. I need some stuff, please. Hey, Mirabelle, could you walk just a smidge faster? Bitch. Here we are, our first day as a college member.
I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Let's go back to the Hall of the Elements.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we can do that too.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in.
Thanks, babe.
See if you can successfully use it.
Tolfdir, I want to learn how to blow a golf ball-sized hole through something. Can you help me with that?
And keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Saarthal nearby.
Fine. Let's go find Feralda. There she is. What do you have for sale, Feralda? I need to learn how to blow a golf ball-sized hole through something. Can you help me with that? Ask Phineas Jester about the missing apprentices. Well, he's right here, somewhere. Probably. There you are.
If you require assistance with summoning, if you would, please. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside.
What the hell is going on over there? I guess it's time to go meet Tolfdir at Saarthal, or whatever. Let's go do that. I don't have a horse, so it's gonna be a long walk. The College of Winterhold is one of the most interesting places in Skyrim, but it's also one of the most misunderstood. Perched on a cliff above the Sea of Ghosts, the college serves as a sanctuary for magic users, in a land where magic is often met with suspicion. Let's start with some history. The college's origins are a bit of a mystery. No one knows exactly when it was founded, but it's been around for centuries, probably as far back as the First or Second Era. Some even claim that the legendary mage Shalador founded the college, but I doubt it. For most of its existence, it's been the go-to place for magical study in Skyrim, attracting mages from all over Tamriel. But the college isn't without its controversies. About 80 years before the events of Skyrim, the town of Winterhold was devastated by what's now called the Great Collapse. Most of the city was swallowed up by the sea during a massive storm, but the college remained completely intact. Convenient, right? Well, that led to a lot of finger-pointing, with the locals blaming the mages for causing the disaster, and they haven't let it go since. Despite the rumors, the college has continued to serve as a refuge for mages. It's a place where magic can be studied and practiced without fear of persecution, something that's rare in Skyrim. The college also has some pretty impressive features, like the Hall of the Elements, where mages gather to practice their craft, and the Arcanium, one of the most impressive libraries in Tamriel. Urag Groshu, the librarian, is a treasure trove of knowledge himself, if you can get past his asshole-ish demeanor. And not everything about the college is on display. Beneath its halls lies the Midden, a mysterious underground area full of relics and secrets. One of the most intriguing is the Augur of Dunlane, a former mage of the college who, well, let's just say he learned the hard way that magic isn't something to take lightly. The first human settlement in Skyrim, settled by the Nords in the Middle Merethic era after their arrival from Edmora. It was destroyed by the Snow Elves in the Late Merethic era, then rebuilt after Ysgramor came back from Atmora to kick some ass with his 500 companions. Empowered by a bunch of gear from the legendary enchanter Azadal, they drove the Snow Elves out of Skyrim. Saarthal was then rebuilt by Ysgramor, and promptly destroyed again, and abandoned shortly after that. The Snow Elves destroyed Saarthal, possibly seeking the Eye of Magnus buried beneath the city. Their true motivations are unknown, but they likely wanted to seize the artifact and the power it held. Some also believe they might have felt threatened by the Nords' culture, which they felt might surpass their own. Though I'm not sure if you could call beating people up and drinking mead a culture. Let's go find Arniel. And they should really put up some railings out here. Oh shit! And what is this? An amulet. Huh? Ah, shit. Not again. Ulfdir.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
I'm trapped.
Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
I don't know. All spells cost 3% less to cast. Whoa.
And the wall. It must be connected to the amulet.
No shit.
I wonder.
Well, that worked. Did you see that I just blew the wall in half?
Well, would you look at that?
Come on, old man.
What is this place?
I don't know, dude, but I don't like it. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. I feel like something's gonna pop out at me.
Winterhold roads, aren't they? And listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been
Did you just
passed,
comment on my
as
robes?
you had no way of knowing.
What just happened?
I really don't know. It's my first day here, dude. Who the hell is the Psijic Order? A secretive monastic order formed in the Merethic era, comprised of very powerful magic users. The order is dedicated to the study of mysticism and seeks to understand the nature of the gods and the Elnifey, among other things. They recruit new members using complex ritualized methods, and while most members are Altmer, anyone who possesses great magical talent can be recruited. They're a very reclusive group, and sometimes their island of Artaeum even disappears altogether, usually when the world is going through great turmoil. They are dedicated to discovering the truths of the Orbis, but do not often share their wisdom with outsiders. They follow the old ways, believing that all gods are merely mortals who have attained apotheosis. And they have cool robes. I didn't think this was going to happen on my first day. Shit. Oh, there, I'm out of magic. Thank you.
I've never seen anything like this in Nordic.
Why are you
ruins
blue?
before.
Yeah, just send me to find the danger, Smurf. Of course, just send Jufer alone. Why not? He's capable, even though I'm running out of magic every 5 seconds. Guess I'll just go figure out what the hell is killing everybody around here. Ow! He spit on me. Can't see, can't see. Ouch. Oh, I have 10 potions of magic. That would have been nice to know. Hope these dead guys don't mind me stealing all their stuff. Oh, I guess they minded. Oh, nice. Gold. I like this place. Oh, we appear to have reached an impasse. You want to just call it, you just want to call it good? I'm out of magic, but I'm not out of hands. Another puzzle. I hate puzzles. Okay, let's see. Snake. Whale. What? You think that's right? Alright.
Caught up with you.
There you are. Hey, don't step on that. That's a trap. What did I just say? What in the hell is that? The Eye of Magnus is a powerful artifact, found buried beneath Saarthal. Its true purpose or power is unknown, except by me, but I'm not telling. Not yet, anyway. Yoink. Cool staff.
There! Now attack it!
Taste my lightning. Hold on. That's Jarek Gauldurson. Let's talk about him. First of all, for those of you unfamiliar with Nordic naming conventions, Gauldurson means Gaulder's son. Okay, now that we've got that complicated piece of information out the way, let's talk about his dad, Gauldur. Gauldur was a badass sorcerer that lived in the First Era. His wisdom and services were sought by many, and he and his 3 sons lived a life of wealth and renown. But Gaulder's sons, Gyrich, Mikrul, and Sigdus, coveted his magical amulet for the power it possessed. Tired of living in their father's shadow, they murdered him in his sleep, and after claiming his amulet, the brothers split it into 3 pieces. But unfortunately, they were not badass sorcerers, and the power from the amulet caused them to go insane. They laid waste to nearby villages until High King Harold sent his archmage Geirmund and a group of battle mages to stop them, which they did, after most of them died. After his defeat, Gyrich was sealed away in Saarthal, presumably to prevent people from tampering with the Eye of Magnus within. Although now that I think about it, I'm not sure if locking up an insane magic user right next to a source of unlimited magic was a great idea, but I guess he's mostly harmless now, so whatever. Anyway, due to the destruction caused by Gauldur's family, the High King ordered their name to be erased from history. But obviously, it wasn't completely forgotten. And even now, whispers of Gauldur's legend still exist. Archmage, you're not gonna believe this. Why are you in prison? Hey, you're not gonna believe this. There's a giant floating blue orb under Saarthal. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a big eye.
You are relatively new here, are you not?
Yes.
I have noticed you, but we have not spoken.
I know. Now's not the time.
Then allow me to introduce myself.
There's a big orb. Tolfdir wants you to see it.
I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
That's it?
Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes?
Thanks. Is that skooma? Cool dagger. I'll just leave you to it. Well, this is awkward. Alright, I'll see you later. Hey, Mirabelle.
I understand you're the one that found this orb in Saarthal.
Yeah, the Archmage asked me to see you.
Yes, from what I've heard, I expect Tolfdir will be occupied for some time.
So, there's no class? What am I gonna do?
Well, perhaps it's time for some independent study. Check with Urag Groshub in the Arcanium.
Is that how you
See if
pronounce
he's
his
aware
name?
of any references to this thing.
We're in the
Tolfdir
Arcanium,
found.
dumbass.
I'd like to know.
Hey, Durag, what's up?
You are now in the Arcanium.
Yeah, I need to learn about something we found in Saarthal.
I know what you want.
You don't have anything.
I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Fellblow Keep.
Doesn't anyone even care that Orthorn stole things from the college?
Not enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort
Did you just call him
themselves out.
Archmage?
Although,
God, everybody here's a
You there. I have questions for you.
Shut up,
You were in
Elf.
Saarthal. You there. I have questions for you.
Oh my god. Hey, Mirabelle. Us later? Drinks? Oh, are you interested? It's gonna be a bit of a hike. Hey, what's up, Jazargo?
Can you possibly help Jazargo? But Jazargo works so hard, there is no time to test this news. Jazargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. You tell Jazargo when you are ready.
Fine.
You can resist, can you?
Yeah, it works a little too well there, Jazargo.
Need you.
Hi, I'm Jufer. I'm here for books.
So you come.
Perhaps we can come to an arrangement. No, by arrangement I mean I'll rearrange your head.
I get you.
Psijic myth states that Magnus could only see out of one eye as he fled creation, having lost one eye to Boethia. As he fled Mundus, Azura, seeing Magnus as too fearful to rule a sphere, ripped out his other eye. Or maybe he gave it to her, we don't know for sure. He then left Mundus blinded. Azura then formed the eye into a stone to reflect the Varliant's gate. This stone was known as the Ether Prism. So, what the hell does that actually mean? Let's break it down. Varliance is a fancy name for starlight magic, which the Ayleids used extensively. You've seen it if you played Oblivion. Those Ayleid wells and ruins all over the place were glowing with Varliance. Okay, Varliant's gate, a gate for starlight. So, the sun. Because as we know, stars in the Elder Scrolls are really just gates to Aetherius. So Magnus's eye was ripped out, or given to Azura, who formed it into an object similar to the sun. Alright, makes sense so far, but why did Azura rip it out? This is where my theory comes into play. I believe it's symbolic of Azura claiming her sphere from Magnus, and like most things in the Dawn era, symbolism and reality are intertwined. I think the eye began as a metaphor for a sphere. It even makes sense symbolically, as an eye is a sphere, just in case you hadn't noticed. So, to recap, Magnus fled Mundus in fear, and as he left, Azura took over part of his sphere. As the god of the sun, it would make sense that Magnus would have originally been the god of dawn and dusk as well. The eye is a metaphor for Azura's sphere, and how she claimed a piece of Magnus's power, a metaphor that became reality. But the eye itself had to be contained, due to basically being a portal to a realm of infinite magic. So she encased it in magical stone, and wham bam thank you ma'am, we have the Eye of Magnus. But we're not done yet. There are more hypothetical questions to answer. Why did Azura leave it on Nirn? And how did it end up under Saarthal? Let's start with the first one. I theorize that Azura had no use for a portal to Aetherius. As a Daedra, I can't see her having any use for such a thing, really. In fact, it might have even been something of a liability. It's theorized that the only way a Daedric prince could conceivably be killed is by destroying them in Aetherius, so I can imagine she probably wouldn't want to have a door to that realm sitting in her back pocket. And that's why I think she buried it, and eventually the Nords happened to build a city on top of it. And that's my theory. But don't just take what I say at face value. This is the Elder Scrolls, nothing is ever straightforward, so feel free to come up with your own conclusions and tell me how I'm wrong in the comments.